I want to address the claim that basic income is going to be, UBI is going to be brought in with a CBDC to control people. This whole thing was trotted out in 2022, right after the Emergencies Act, from people who didn't like basic income to begin with, who then added this to it because they saw the opportunity to scare people. It's been since 2022 that these world governments and people with total power have been, I guess, waiting for the go-ahead to be allowed to do this. Why are they having to wait? Why would they have to wait at all? The first authoritarian, like people who talk about this stuff like to trot the Bible out, goes back to Pharaoh, doesn't it? Pharaoh just increased people's work, which is what governments do now. They use workfare, means testing. Look what's happened in the United Kingdom with disability, where disabilities, their clawbacks are increased. Their workfare is increased. Universal credit. That's working perfectly fine. You want to control people. It's working great right now. You look what's happening here in Canada, where there's no disability minister. And people are literally being starved to death. They don't need AI to do anything. All that's going to happen is things are just going to get worse for people. Basic income is the one thing that could help alleviate some of the pressure. But, well, we can't do that, can we? Because one way or the other, they'll screw it up. The irony of this whole situation is the fact that so much of this comes from a lack of trust. And basic income has been shown to increase trust. If you look into what actually happened in Finland, that's one of the things that actually happened with that pilot. Trust increased. Because people saw that, because when you give people money unconditionally, you're actually trusting them with the money. You're saying, we think you know what to do with this better than we do, which never happens. And if an authoritarian government gave out free money for people to decide what to do with, when they went to cut a person off, because after all, the CBDC thing, right? Well, when they did that, they'd also have to go and stop everyone around them, helping them in cash or in kind. Why would they do that? It would be more difficult for them than what they're doing right now. All they'll do is just give you nothing. That's the other alternative. That's what they're really doing. Basic income has been a hard-fought fight that's been going on for centuries. Bertrand Russell was talking about it in 1917. Was he part of it? Martin Luther King was talking about it in 1968. Was he part of it? Joseph Charlier was talking about it in the 19th century. Thomas Paine back in 1797. Were they part of it? It's just enough. It's stupid, okay? There's an article by Scott Santens that goes over the same thing. You can look in his F.A.Q. And I usually put that in the description of videos like this. But honestly, it's just people are like actually being genuinely scared of this. It's depressing to watch. Because other people get freaked out and they turn basic income. And this is one of the funny things. Is if you ever call UBI unconditional basic income, which has also been called by advocates for years, they get really upset because it goes against their narrative. So look into what basic income actually is and its actual history. It's unconditional or it's not. Thanks.